Welcome, horror fam, to HHN 365, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. My name is Duff, and as always, I'm here with my only co-host, Jess. What's up, Jess?
Hi, I'm gonna ignore how sad and depressing that intro was. I miss you, Jonathan, but I hope you're doing great in retirement. I know you're listening.
Had to do it once.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, if you didn't listen last week, don't skip weeks. Don't do that to us, but also understandable. Jonathan has retired and moved on to greener pastures and dropped the stress of podcasting / social media-ing content creation. I know we don't like the term, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Send your well wishes to Jonathan. He's okay.
Yeah.
That sounded grim. He's doing great. I promise.
Yeah, the greener pastures, like, wow, man, the Rainbow Bridge. Are you
Right.
good?
My bad.
We just talked to him today.
Yeah. Anyways, before we get more into this, follow us on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at HHN365. We also started a new YouTube Shorts format only channel that is HHN24-7. Our TikTok at HHN365pod, where we have the goofiest video we have maybe ever put out on. So go check that out. Our Discord, where we are discussing the announcements we're going to talk about today. That link will be in the description. And our merch at hhn365.com. If you want to leave a voicemail that will play here on the show, just dial in at 407-906-4134. We will not answer, we promise. Straight to voicemail. Anyways, with that out of the way, on today's show, it's a huge day. We were sad. We thought we would only be talking about the Stranger Things announcement. I know, crazy, sad about an announcement. Wild. But we had another announcement today, and it seems like it's going to kick off Originals Week. So we are hype again and excited. If you were with us on the last live, the vibes were down when it was only Stranger Things.
Sorry.
The vibes will be up this week, which we'll probably push to Friday just to make sure we cover all the originals. But, follow us on socials for when we release that info. Yeah. But yeah, Jess, how you feeling? Before we even get into any of it, how you feeling about having not only 2 announcements, but likely 3 more headed this week?
Personally stressed. HHN-wise, so hype. So excited. Exactly. I was actually telling Mike, our Swiss Army knife, as we now call him, that I don't actually really like Originals Week because it's so stressful because there's so much to figure out and put out there and everything. But then I sat back and I was like, no, you love Originals Week because you're still that girl who's just watching online deep down inside. So I am excited. Long-winded, too long don't read. I'm very excited, but I'm so tired already.
Yeah, you are also not just doing this content side of things. You're also getting ready for a 2-week vacation. So there's
and graduation.
Have we said that on the podcast yet? That I don't Jess is going to be gone for the next. Well, no, you guys are going to hear from Jess one more time next week. After that, Jess will be gone for at least 1 episode, maybe 2, depending how everything lays out.
Probably 1, but yeah, the way that if this week goes the way we think it's going to go, we will push out an episode before I get on my big old boat. I'm so excited. But yeah, I have earned my vacation. It is graduation as well. I'm tired. But it's announcement season, so it's the worst time as well.
Correct. Correct. Well, I will say you probably have a nice little gap. I think you were hitting it at the perfect time. I think you're going to hit the little midpoint between this announcement boom. So
good. I get back on, turn my phone on, all the notifications, frequent fears are out, all that.
And while Jess is gone, please come support TikTok because I need to have more of a hand in it while Jess is gone, and that's never works out. So if you guys like us, TikTok, help.
Do you guys just want bad. Duff to wear a wig? Is that really what it is? Because we keep talking about it as a joke at this point. But let us know if you just want to see Duff in a wig and then you'll watch it instead. We can do that.
I think I'm going to order that tonight. I'm going to do it. Can we make that work? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, on with the show. Really nothing on 365 side here this week outside of what we already told you. So let's just get into the fun stuff. Before we get into the main segment of the announcements, though, we do, of course, have some construction updates on both coasts to go over. I guess we can kick it off over here in Hollywood, where from the last time we talked to you, it's kind of more of the same. Everything we were talking about last time has progressed just a bit more. I do want to focus more specifically on the Mummy Q location, where that facade is going crazy now. First of all, I think just from the structure we currently see, it might be one of the most visually striking facades I've seen in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you
Definitely.
agree with that, but it's fucking cool. And looking castle-esque, I guess, is the best way to put it potentially.
I think
But
castle-esque.
if
That's
you
the only word.
the only word to use. Um, Also, if you look around this area, there is staging. What is obviously for this location, there is like red and gray brick work that will be layered over. I would assume the facade, which also leads into it being a castle or castle esque. Again, perfect word. Um, there are also, obviously, this doesn't necessarily have to be for this location because this is a larger staging area over in the Universal event space where the Jurassic Park experience was for FanFest. There's also like some like old timey sort of turn of the century carriages, and then like containers as well. So interesting, interesting. But moving on over to Parisian Courtyard, we now have some actual aesthetic work being done. They've got the structure kind of fully fleshed out, and now they have put the roofing on. And it is not a mausoleum, that's for sure. So, yay.
Woo!
No more mausoleums. Something new.
No mas.
And
Yeah.
then also, if you look around the sides, you guys remember that open air area that they would have within the Parisian Courtyard location? Well, that has now been kind of like boxed in as part of the house itself, walled in, and that's progressing as well. So that is becoming more clear that that will not be used as it has been the last few years. H Lot North, it looks the same. It's been painted black. That's about it. And other than that, it's just going to be over to Terror Tram, where we have the opening scene, some work being prepped, and then there's a couple spots up until the finale that are getting some of the framing done on the layout. So Terror Tram is moving along now as well. And that kind of puts us where we are in Hollywood for construction.
All right. And over in Orlando, it is Truss City. Well, trusses and lights. I mean, I guess. Would you want to speed run this? How do you want to do this stuff?
I, I mean, yeah, you want to just hit like location by location, kind of? There's only a few involved, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like even the newer ones. I mean, we've talked about the ones outside the arches. They are still there. Lights are still on them.
Mhm.
But inside, I mean, there's a new one in Hollywood, right? Or did we take pictures of that and that wasn't
Yeah,
new?
yeah. So no,
Okay.
they are new. They are pretty new as of last week. So I guess three trusses have now gone up. Two of them now have full lighting fixtures on them as well. They're just kind of the normal, like right there on the sidewalk ones. So nothing crazy yet, but action in Hollywood. So that's fun.
Hey, usually the better zone, in my opinion, at least. So I'm excited for that. Did we talk about? I know we talked about your upside down L truss in Central Park stuff. Trust me, I know we talked about that. But did we talk about the big one on the podcast? I'm not sure.
I don't remember, but we can anyways, because basically since we've talked on the podcast, everything's at least had additions to it. So there is that large trust structure that we may or may not have talked about on the last podcast.
Possibly.
That is now it's basically like an archway into the zone right next to the crepe stand, um, and it's really tall. Like it has lights added to it, and the lights on the left hand side, if you're looking down at it, are literally in the branches of the tree. So I think they're going to need to trim that tree a little bit, but it's tall. It's there. It very much reminds us, and you brought this up originally, Jess, of like the Crypt TV like archway they had.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, you know what I'm gonna say, Duff.
Yeah,
It's
I
exactly
guess
what it's
so.
giving. Yep. Yep. And you in this tree. So if I'm on Trust Watch, Duff is watching this fucking branch, this light in the
Every time
branches.
I walk by, I'm like, would you trim the damn tree? Come on.
He made it a point to walk up to it and go, see? at the park. Like, we didn't believe you. We were
I
already
need
on
you
your
to see
side.
in person. Need you to see.
Everybody go look at it.
It's worth it, I promise. There is also like, I don't know, just like 6, 7. Oh, jeez, I didn't even mean to
I
do
thought you
that.
did it on purpose.
No, I can't even take credit for having a reason to. I was just saying,
Oh God,
I was
Doug.
like counting how many there potentially are. There are 6 to 8 lighting rigs throughout
You already
Central
said it.
Park. All of them have their tarps up. They have lighting on them. Like they're moving quick with this shit this year. That's for sure. And I think was the structure up past Central Park last time? I don't
I
know.
don't
There's
think
a
so.
platform there now. It has a truss next to it. So we are definitely extending this scare zone like last year. This I will say this is not in the same spot as the cat lady's house was. It's
Hallelujah.
like across from it, like angling towards kids zone
Where the
pizza.
cat house
That's
was.
not what it's called anymore, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a shit ton of rigs and lights in Central Park, and then one big platform stage as well.
Battle bus.
Maybe, or the battle bus goes where the house was too. That is still possible. That is still possible.
No.
And
No. That's where we stand. Because then the crowd is off
maybe
to the
someone
side.
will parachute down from the stage.
Oh, wow. You are adding an element of stunts now to the already clusterfuck that was Central Park last year. I hate that for me so much. Are
To
you
be
trying
fair,
to make me walk away
I
from
don't
this
think they're
area?
going to have someone parachute down 6 feet. I don't think it'll be that impressive of an effect. So
I wish
I
it
don't
could
think you have
be
to worry about it.
the bungee scares from like SeaWorld, the ones that are outside.
Listen, you might will that into existence on accident.
Oh, never. I'm going to stop talking.
No, take us somewhere else then. Just take us somewhere else.
Well, you know what is exciting? House portals and their trusses over by the new tents where like the house, not portals, but the walkway to the
Hmm,
portals begins. Those are up.
the modern, yeah, I guess they're technically not portals. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like the that leads you down. You know, Men in Black. You know where the
Yeah.
gate is that you go down for Sprung Tent 3 and 4. Those 3 trusses that they put up for the signage right now.
The wait time. But like I like you could also call it a house portal, but it's not because they also still have
Yeah,
house portals.
yeah,
The
yeah. I don't know
pre-portal.
the portal light.
No, because then
Or I
that
like pre-portal. I like pre-portal.
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 Oh, it sounds like never mind. All right.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, they're up. They are up.
Hmm.
And you could hear construction inside the Fear Factor stage when we were there. They were banging away on
Hmm.
something in there.
Stuff was happening, that's for sure. And I know we've kind of seen like smaller trusses kind of go up already, like no kind of elements, no lighting, nothing like that. But some additional truss work has been seen going up in Fear Factor as well. So stuff is happening for the not Nightmare Fuel show.
Stuff and trusses. That's the exciting construction updates in June, guys. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot more of it still. We're not done yet
Oh, God.
because New York has a shit ton,
Oh.
not of trusses, but of lights. Like on top of every building, like 8 on every building. Like it's crazy. So like all the normal lighting that stretches. Just think of what the past few years of the New York zone has been. That normal space that stretches in a straight line, basically end to end. Right. All that lighting surrounding that area is on the buildings. I mean, I'm sure there's still a few more to be added, but you're catching my drift. However, there is very much additional lighting going through Sting Alley, kind of plus from what we saw for the speakeasy in there last year. We have it going down Delancey, and then we have it flanking across the side of Transformers as well. So we've had rumors of expanded scare zones this year, kind of similar to what they did at Central Park last year, but now kind of going to every scare zone. And this seems to maybe fit into that theory, I'm saying.
That is a mega zone, if that's the
Yes.
reality.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping Sting Alley is still kind of more of a separate experience that ties into the zone, but maybe now a little plus.
Ooh.
But yes, please go down to Lancey, hit down by Transformers, all that shit. Do it. Do it.
Really interesting.
It's like the
Especially,
old days.
yeah, I mean, yeah. If we're thinking about like the spec map, There's a clown there. It's a big area for
Hmm.
clowns. Huge.
Hmm.
A lot of
Hmm.
different clowns. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And if anything's IP based, they could want to separate them a bit too, and that would be one way to easily do it, like fully keep them
Mm,
separated a bit. Just saying.
good point.
Just saying. I do wonder if that bleeds into what has been used for food booths, like our little food booth corner recently.
Yeah.
Um, and like, is that not a quote unquote safe zone? Because that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because they really have. It used to be normal for like them to put bars or food like in a scare zone basically, or like
Mhm.
within the reaches of a scare zone where scare actors could come to. But that has not happened at all in the past several, maybe decade almost. Um, so I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I know people like having their safe zones, and probably getting food and drink is maybe one of those moments. But maybe it's just avoid a booth or two if that's the case.
Yeah, I wonder. Ooh, I'm into that.
Hmm.
But also, okay, so I take your question and I raise it too. I think that that is possible in a world where we have that no boo necklace again, because then the safe
That is
zone is with
true.
the necklace.
That is true. I will say I don't see it going away because
Hmm.
it's sold better than I expected. But
Ooh.
one, because people were getting them to use them. Two, because people were like, souvenir.
Yeah, that's true.
So, served a couple purposes.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, I did want to get one as well as a souvenir, but I did not. I forgot.
well, maybe this year you can get one.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that would make a lot of sense too. Another great use of the Nobu necklace is that you can kind of bring back just scaring the shit out of people everywhere. Because if you don't want that, there's a way to avoid it.
Yeah, just pay $24.99 or whatever the fuck it was.
Exactly.
I,
Listen, everything you want to do at HHN is an additional cost. So not getting scared is now one of them.
well, you're also buying a ticket for something called Halloween Horror Nights. So like,
We are
yeah.
not getting into that. We are not getting into
Well, I'm just saying
We're not.
I'm not here to do the whole like moral buy the necklace or not. That's not for me to decide. But like, yeah, if you want the experience without the horror, I guess you should have to pay the upcharge. We already paid to get in. I want the full experience.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
All right, then. And then one more location, I think, at this point is Production Central, which also has some lighting up on the buildings now as well.
Yeah. Lights, trusses, and whatever else you said. Things, stuff.
Uh, thingies.
Yeah. Not as
Thing
exciting as
box.
Hollywood. We can't see the stuff. I know. It's fine.
It's all right. It's all right. I guess there. If you look back at the tent, in Fast and Furious, you can like see the structure for like the secondary facade in front of the tent going up.
Ooh.
You can't see what it is at all. It's just like a corner of wood, and it's facing the opposite direction. So you never will until you walk in front of it. But
Hey,
you could see it happening,
that's
and that's
okay.
very much in guest view. So there's that one.
We'll take it.
It's something in Orlando.
Things will start popping up soon. Like real things, not just stuff.
Hmm. And then we are going to go over quite a few tweets today, but some of them we're going to save for the announcement part. But there is one segment, Jess, I'd like to hop into because they are unrelated to the announcements themselves. So if you'd like to carry us in.
Murdy tweets, Murdy tweets. I hope it's a short version. I want to talk about our announcements.
It is a short version. I have
Sorry,
two
I
tweets. I have two tweets for you.
Okay.
And both times they were responding to Entertainment Connection. Shout out to Entertainment Connection.
Hey.
On Twitter, posted construction updates. John Murdy just kind of hops in and starts talking about the house locations in like a very hinting way, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's very weird. So let's start over with the Jurassic World queue. So it's kind of just a shot, like the best shot you can get of what you see the facade right now. And John Murdy says, it was really a scandal what happened there. You would think people in those positions would have more ethics. Glad the authorities shut it down all those years ago. If they ever resolve his will, maybe it can finally be torn down and people can forget the horror. It, like, I don't think it is, but it automatically just makes me think of like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well,
I
I
don't think
didn't
they're into
go
the
there.
same concept, but like my mind immediately went there because, well, we had it last year, so the concept is fresh in my mind. But like obviously, I would assume more like realistic horrors, sort of.
I don't know. The only thing that my brain went to was go John Murdy dropping lore on people.
I dig
Okay.
this a lot,
I
a
like
lot.
that. Because when he's excited, it's good. When he's not
Hmm.
excited, upside down smiley face, which we'll get to. I'm realizing that we haven't done that on the podcast yet. Shit.
Nope, we have
Well,
not.
foreshadowing.
Yikes.
Sorry.
Any thoughts on like a potential concept at all? Or not really. Just something. Obviously, a location where bad things happen.
At a Halloween Horror Nights event? What? Crazy
Crazy, right?
concept.
I know.
Well, I mean, that's exciting. I just really like when John Murdy's excited about something. So I can't wait to
Mhm.
see what it is, because this is also the one that like we have no idea based on the facade right now. Like we're just kind of guessing, right? Or one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people want this or expect this to be Jack versus Hollywood Harry. I think there's a section of people who think this will be Ozzy, which
Mm.
I hope John Murdy wasn't directly talking about a man's will that passed away last year.
Oh my
That
god.
seems in slightly bad taste. So I'm hoping it's not Ozzy.
No. Can you imagine? That was so funny.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it because it does kind of make sense and add up, I guess.
I guess.
Um, yeah, but yeah, no. So that one doesn't have like specific speculation. However, this next one it is about a speculated house that it really leans into. So we're
Okay.
going to go to Parisian Courtyard once again. Shout out Entertainment Connection on the photos.
Let's go.
John Murray says, "Look at all those cute little details. So pretty. It's a shame what happened there all those years ago. So tragic. Almost no one survived. Almost no one. And who would have wanted to survive that?" So the biggest rumored house in this location is Quinceañera, and I think that really, really plays into a quinceañera based house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think we really need to elaborate too much on that. It's kind of obvious, I guess.
yeah. I mean, he's saying it without saying it. It's Murdy.
Yeah. I am intrigued to hear by this last part though about almost no one survived. Almost no one. So I wonder if whether I assume it's the 15th, like it's the birthday girl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it could be someone else. But I assume that's who it is. So like there is one like surviving slash undead person involved in this story. So that's interesting. So I'll see. Very curious to see where that leads us story wise.
I think it'd be so much funnier if it was someone in her court that survived. like one of the girls or the guys.
The first thing you see when you walk in is just like her dead. It's like, oh no, never mind.
Oh wow, that's not where I thought we were going with that. And somebody's just sitting next to her going, "Oh my god."
No.
There's Quinceañera, guys. Sorry, we spoiled it for you in June.
No, honestly, I expect her to like potentially like be screaming multiple
Yeah.
times throughout the house, like early on before it happens. But yeah, you got to get like that's like a Carrie-esque kind of image that I think he might go for, and I would not blame him. He probably should go for it.
I guess that's also kind of where my brain's been this whole time whenever we've talked about it. So I guess that makes sense.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that until you just pointed it out. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, that is it for Murdy tweets. It was only two, but it's like the best two we've got all season by far.
Better than that 10 questions we played.
I like how he answers 10 questions, gave us nothing. He, for literally no reason, just goes comments on construction photos, complete lore for the houses.
Right. That's what we want, Murdy.
Amazing.
Thank you.
He knows. He knows
I
what
know.
he's doing.
I know.
He knows what
Good
he's
at
doing.
it.
And I do respect it. Thank you, Murdy.
Absolutely. I give him his props.
Always having fun. Always having fun.
Always.
All right, so does that lead us now into our announcements, I guess?
Let's return to Hawkins one last time, Duff.
Yep. So obviously, Stranger Things has returned to the event. We all knew it was coming. This is not a surprise in the slightest, right? Like,
No.
Did you have any doubts, at least from like February on? Was there like a single doubt in your mind?
I don't even think February. I think guess after the first part or the first half, or I don't remember how the season was split up. Whatever it was. Like it was just kind of like, well, we knew they were going to do the final one. They've done everything so far. If this is really it, it's happening. And then it was on every spec map and every conversation. So it really just kind of feels like we kept saying it, that like, oh, we have so much time to talk about it, and now it's time to talk about it. But like, how much can you say about the thing you've been talking about for so long, for so many years? I guess it's
Honestly, there's not that much for us to say about it. So luckily, we have so much to read about it, right, Jess?
Yeah.
Right? So much detail.
They're so excited about it.
They're pumped. They're pumped. So first of all, let's score the basics of the announcement itself. So again, it does come with a teaser dropped on YouTube and social media. Same exact format. You go into the tent. It is Oddfellow narrating once again, but this time instead of the cards, it is going to be 4 mirrors, which, Jess, I think you have a frustration with.
I don't. Everybody else did.
Oh, Mike had a frustration with that. Is right. Mike had a frustration. Only three things popped out of the mirrors. Demogorgons making noise. It was a very lackluster announcement video. I guess kind of like Sinners, but I was excited about Sinners, so I cared less. There's that. The most exciting thing about, I don't even want to say exciting, the most interesting thing about this teaser is that you can actually note that when they zoom in and out, there are multiple tents behind like the one you're going into and coming out of. And on the left, it's very clearly the one with the color scheme of the one from the Sinners announcement. The one we went into is a bit darker and more Stranger Things colors. Honestly, it's like a black and red stripes. And then off and to the right, there is yet another one, which is, it seems to be yellow and red, but like focus on like a yellow. Maybe it's white too. It's tough to tell because it's like dark lighting. So it seems like we might just hop from tent to tent within this carnival, I guess.
It's just a normal night at HHN. Hopping from tent to tent. Well, on soundstage, but yeah, I didn't realize that until you pointed it out in the live. So I think that's a really fun detail.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about the key art, which it's a very similar aesthetic to things we've seen from Stranger Things before, because we assume it is from the same artist who did the Sinners key art, who also did a lot of the artwork, like all the episode artwork for season 4 of Stranger Things. So A, fits Stranger Things. B, fits the Sinners announcement. So seems like we have a nice IP aesthetic going on. And C, I just think it looks pretty cool. Maybe not as cool as the Sinners one, but cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's Vecna. It has Demogorgons behind him. It has the Mind Flayer behind them, and the landscape of the far stretches of his mind. I don't remember what that area was called.
I don't know. You said it better than me.
I might have to rewatch. I don't know. But yeah, I like the key art personally. And then also, I guess I can give you the blurb they give us about the house. It's Hawkins' last stand, hopefully. The Upside Down is invading Hawkins, and this time no one's safe. We're Were they ever? In this haunted house based on the final season of Stranger Things, join the gang and Hawkins for one last adventure as you try to survive Demogorgons and the Mind Flayer. Will you defeat Vecna once and for all? We can only hope. That last line was me. They did not put that in there.
Well, they
I know I
should
read
have.
that just like I was reading. They should have. They do say last stand. They say one last adventure and all that. And yeah, there we go. So you said it, Universal, not us.
One last time. Good. Sorry. Positivity.
Well, I don't think there's much left. I think next we're going to go into what uh, nobody actually said. The things that weren't said, basically, about this house. So, you know how typically we get details from the show directors, Ramon Peradoa, Mike Aiello, John Murdy, about what's coming to the houses. In so many words, without spoiling anything. We expect that for Stranger Things, of course. And we sort of slightly got it. Let's start with Ramon. Jackson asked him, "Are you the show director for this house?" Ramon says, "I am not, but other talented members of our creative development team worked on it." So you don't expect him to say much, but it does confirm that he is not the show director for this house. So info, that is info for sure. Thanks, Ramon. Mike Aiello puts an upside down smiley face, which Mike, I know you probably mean upside down because the upside down, but that is not how people typically use that emoji. That is how we feel about this house announcement. I'd like to think he was being a little sly here and as a double
God,
meaning,
I
but
hope. And he wasn't just being a dad.
yeah. And then I believe he also says in our tweet basically like, finish, it makes sense. Finish out the series in a nicer way than I just said.
Thanks, guys.
So now to Murdy, who does say a bit more and does give us a couple direct hints at what's going to happen here. He's asked, "The facade for this one feels like it can be only two things, either the radio station or Wheeler House." And John Murray says, "Nope." So we know two locations that will not be the facade for this house.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the facade going to be the same on both coasts like 2023? He says similar. So I assume probably the same location, different take on it, like typical.
Yeah.
He's also asked, compared to previous years, is the casting for this lineup slightly more difficult? He says, yeah, probably. And that only makes sense because the cast has grown. So there will be more people that they are trying to match with actors than they have in the past years. That only makes sense.
Yeah. Bigger age range as well because you have younger kids now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had younger kids before. It's just, and they're adults. It's just a lot more.
Yeah. And it is tougher to kind of match with the actors once they're older, typically.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It's easier to kind of try to match a kid.
Yeah.
And then for the last Murray tweet here in this section, we have, "What inspired you to bring back Stranger Things as a maze again?" He says, "It's not solely my decision. It's a group of people who decide these things. Obviously, we have a long history with the franchise, so it's only fitting that we end what we started years ago." And that was not enthusiastic. Yeah.
Somebody holding a gun to his head? Like, poor Murdy. He doesn't want to do this. Mike Aiello doesn't want to do this. Look at that tweet.
Yeah.
It's okay. We knew it was happening. I'm excited to see the different coasts take on it. That's always fun.
Stranger Things, they definitely usually make at least a decent amount different to make it interesting to see.
Yeah, the season 4 ones were so different, yet also similar in different areas.
It can only stray so far.
Yeah, but like the approaches on like certain scares, that's kind of my favorite thing about Hollywood and Orlando is like they scare differently. So it's really cool to see the IP
100%.
specifically.
Mhm. Well, surely the Fangoria article we get will have a ton of detail, though, Jess.
Yeah.
So this will save us. We're fine. Here's what they have on this house in Fangoria. You're transported to the town of Hawkins, where they'll journey through the Wheeler House, Hawkins National Laboratory, and the Max Z military base, before they enter the Upside Down and encounter Demogorgons, Vecna, and other sinister creatures. They'll also encounter some of their favorite characters from across Season 5 as they battle to survive the night and save Hawkins from sheer destruction. The end.
So much information.
They, in a single paragraph, just nailed down a few of the locations you'll see, a few of the characters you'll see. That's it. That's all. We're done. And we're about to go over an original announcement where Bloody Disgusting has an article about, and it has like 8 paragraphs about the house. But for Stranger Things, we get that. That's it. That's all. I mean, there's only so much to tell us, I guess, but like, damn.
Yeah. Big difference.
All right, you ready to move on to maybe the most somber part of this all?
Yeah. Oh,
The
I
merch release.
forgot. Oh my God.
Where did you think I was going?
I don't even know. I was like, possibly there can't be anything more. It's worse than what we've already talked about that I
But
can't
wait,
remember.
there's more. So of course we did get our merch preview release as we do for the IPs at this point. I wish they'd do it for the originals. That did not happen today. But Stranger Things got a line of merch released. Before I talk about the merch itself, I guess it's fun to note that when people showed up in the morning at 5 and Dive at Universal Studios Florida, they did already have a stanchions set up to form a queue along the side of the building. So it kind of gave away there would definitely be an announcement with the merch drop. But that's nice. It just allows people to hop in line early and they don't have to deal with the chaos that they have. Well, mainly for the Sinners release. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. No thanks.
So operationally, good move. Good job, Universal. The merch itself includes a shirt, a mug, and of course the acrylic figure that goes on the carousel. I'll start with the acrylic figure because that's about as straightforward as you can possibly get. It's Vecna. It is a Demogorgon and a Demodog, or someone said it's Dart. They're Demogorgons of some sort. And they're in the style you'd expect them to be. They look fine. There's no issues with them. They look good enough. Yeah. The mug, we'll start there because it kind of branches 2 things together that we'll talk about. So the mug is a design for what is like the logo of Stranger Things in this scenario. It's going to be in what looks like a snow globe, we have now noted. The Universal Studios arch. It looks like the Hollywood one, but it also is just like the most generic Universal arch ever at the same time. So it's not really even the Hollywood one. The Mind Flare is on it. If that's I mean, it's definitely supposed to be the Mind Flare. It doesn't look like him. His legs form the inner arch, and silhouettes of the kids are at the bottom. And it says Stranger Things underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I spell well enough?
Yeah. And it's the little coffee mug. Or that's just the design.
It's the little baby one. Cafecito.
But it's the tiny mug, and that makes me really sad. I'll never buy a tiny. Well, I wasn't gonna buy this anyways, but I'll never buy the tiny mugs.
The only way I'd do that if they did it for like an original, and that's the only way I could get it.
Yeah.
So that's like the only possible way. Because I drink bigger pours of coffee than that, unfortunately.
That's a shot.
Well, fortunately in this case, I guess. Now, if you turn this mug around, you have another design. You have the Halloween Horror Nights logo in black, which kind of pairs on their like charcoal or like faded black mug. That part kind of looks cool on its own. However, they slapped a white Never Go Alone right on top of it. Right on top of Horror Nights. Like over the top of
it. Yep. And somebody said it looks like the Got Milk font, and now I can't unsee it. Because it does.
I think someone said Got Milk should sue.
Yes.
Now we don't need to react to that yet because I can one up you, Jess. What
Can
if we
you?
take those designs and we put them together?
Mm,
Because
yes.
on the shirt, just on the front of it, the top of it is the Never Go Alone on top of Halloween Horror Nights, and the bottom of it is Snow Globe Mind Flayer.
Yay.
And not only like do I not necessarily want either of those things on a shirt alone, I definitely don't want both of those things on the same shirt. I definitely don't want them on the same side of the shirt. It like chops the shirt in the weirdest spot. It's like trying to be two shirts at once. It is.
It is.
Oh man. I I just don't want to be too mean about it, but that is the most obvious non-purchase I've ever seen in my life.
You don't want to be too mean about it because I'm going to be too mean, or you're just in a good mood?
Both.
Okay. Well, I think this is the worst shirt we've ever got for an announcement. Maybe the worst shirt we've ever got for HHN. You forgot to mention how sticky the Mind Flayer is.
That's right.
It's
It
it's
really is.
terrible.
And we also found out it's the like the not just that, but like the print behind it is like that really heavy print that
Thick.
if you sweat like fully sticks to your tum tum.
Not your tum tum. It is a sensory nightmare. It looks terrible. Somebody commented on one of our TikToks and said it looked like a maternity shirt, and I can't unsee that because it does kind
It
of look.
really it makes the shirt like look super long,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's just a normal shirt.
It's almost like, and I'm gonna regret this statement, but I wish that they would have taken. I'm really gonna regret this statement because I'm gonna give them props. I understand what they were trying to do at the top of it. That's very much like the thing right now is just something across the center of a shirt, and in even having some text like kind of like faded behind it with like a stronger text in front. That's like all over the place in streetwear. So I get that with the Never Go Alone in the Halloween Horror Nights. I hate it. I don't want that. But I understand what they were trying with that. But then you have the Mind Flayer belly. And it's really going to be on your tum tum stuff, like you said. Because congratulations, it's a Mind Flayer. Stranger Things, Halloween Horror Nights, Never Go Alone, 2026. It's the worst shirt they've ever done, in my unprofessional opinion.
I mean, I will not disagree with that. I feel like there's probably competition, but I can't think of it off the top of my head, so I'll just shut up and
The
agree.
Vecna shirt from 20 from Stranger Things 4 is a pretty good contender. But that's about all I got. I can't even say that statement without laughing. I'm sorry. It's Vecna's fault.
um, so yeah, that is Strange Things 5 coming to both Orlando and Hollywood. Also, just to clarify, if we haven't yet, it is season 5 and season 5 only. It is Stranger Things 5 on the marketing. So no compilation house. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. They hate us. It's okay.
All right, I'm Xing this off my screen so I don't have to look at it anymore.
So we have to talk about it again.
Oh, yeah, it's true. All right, now for the fun stuff, though. At
Woo!
least I'm excited for this. Today, we woke up to an announcement. It is a Monday. Well, I didn't wake up to it,
I was gonna
but,
say, excuse you.
10:35 a.m., there was an announcement from Universal Orlando, and that would be likely the start of our original week. HR Bloodengutz Presents a Halloween Fright-Tacular. Tune into a curated selection of HR Bloodengutz Halloween favorites in this haunted house complete with ghouls, gore, and all of the frights that keep you coming back for more. Woohoo!
Larry's back.
That man. Um, we've said many times about like how long you should wait before bringing something back, and I think this is like triple the time frame we dictate. It's like a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years, and no people have not shut up about this man. Um, I mean, 15 years since he's had his own house. He has made one appearance at the event. Yeah, I know. But yeah, we finally get in our Blood and Guts house, and everyone seems really fucking stoked on this.
Everybody. I didn't see a negative reaction today.
Nope.
And that's how it should be.
Nope. It's either I don't know who this man is, or I am so fucking excited I'm gonna shit myself. No in between.
Those are the only two options.
So naturally, we're gonna get a comment saying, "Well, I don't know, I'm not that excited."
Well, that's okay if you're not excited, but all we have to say is be horror host, late night horror host. Like, he's perfect.
Mhm.
We love him. He is an iconic character.
Iconic character.
He's an iconic character.
He's not an icon.
I know.
Iconic character.
I know.
But still, a very, very iconic character.
Carrie, Ohio. That's a big thing. Got Carrie
And
in a house.
It's definitely coming back. We know where this takes place, so.
Woo! I'm so excited.
So yeah, immediate reactions. We normally ask for it. I think that's enough. We're very excited. We're very excited. Everyone, John, if you guys are wondering, Jonathan is very excited as well, since he can't tell you anymore.
Is there just going to be Jonathan opinions now? We're just going to...
I'm just going to... Jonathan, I know you're listening. When you text us, I'm just going to now talk about it on the show.
Oh my God.
Be careful what you say.
It's like he's still here. I can still hear him sometimes.
I'm going to talk about what you ate for lunch.
What are you guys talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Damn, never mind. Blood and Guts.
But unlike Stranger Things, we did get a ton of info from everywhere, basically, about this house. So let's start with who is now confirmed to be the show director for HR Blood and Guts, Ramon Peradoa. As a longtime HHN fan, it has been an absolute dream to work as the show director and writer of this experience. Expanding upon the lore of this beloved HHN classic has undoubtedly been some of the most fun I've had in this role. A true passion project for all involved. My design partner Nick Collins and I spent hours playing in Blood and Guts world through many fits of laughter before ultimately curating an experience that both HHN fans and lovers of Halloween tradition will enjoy. 15 years after his untimely arrest, Carrie's favorite creature feature host has returned to the derelict WKNB station on Halloween night to present an all-new sinister showcase, a Halloween Fright-Tacular for the ages. Enjoy the show. Oh, and one more thing. Just wait until you see what we were able to create in partnership with Jordan Hill and our video team for this. You're all in for quite the treat. So first of all, very excited to see Ramon get his hands on this one. If you would have just talked to me about any of the originals that are rumored and said Ramon gets one, beyond the one we already know, by the way, which is also him, Blood and Guts would definitely be the choice.
Oh, hands down.
Very excited. So Ramon has Jack and Oddfellow, Blood and Guts, and Sinners so far. And can't, ask for much more than that.
It's, I fear that's my hyped top 3 going into the event.
I really think it's going to be. Yeah. I think there's one that might put up a fight to get in there, but we'll see when that's announced or not announced. But wow, yeah, very exciting. Very exciting to see. He's very excited about it, obviously.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much more than that.
No, this is perfect. I think that he just gets it, and we know he cares about lore. He's an HHN fan first and foremost, so perfect. I agree with everything you said.
So since he already brought up Jordan Hill, let's go to his tweet real quick. Jordan says, I don't like to play favorites because we do so much fun stuff, but this house is not only my favorite scene of the year, but my favorite content we put together for HHN 35 as well. If you were a fan of the first one, you'll love this one. Welcome back, Mr. Blood and Guts. And I'd just like to remind you that this is basically how he said it. A little more excited, I'd say, last year, but basically what he said about Horrors of the Wyatt 6 last year.
Yeah. Very, very much the same. And this is the man, maybe not the man, but like who made the video room happen, So this is
and we're going to get some details on some of the stuff he very likely, well, definitely did very soon. So, but one more stop on Twitter here with Mike Aiello. He just has one tweet, so this is quick. Never could have guessed back in 2011 when I wrote the original treatment we'd be here today 14 years later. Was one of the first comedy horror houses we had done and spawned from my love of creature feature hosts. His holiday marathon takeover has been talked about to this day, and so happy this team is bringing an all-new takeover to the masses. So, Aiello, also excited to see this return. Not surprising again, he did create the original HR Bloodengutz.
Yeah. He's excited.
Now, yeah, that's usually how it works.
Usually. Upside down smiley face.
So now let's get into the Bloody Disgusting article. And there is quite a bit to this one. So let's start out with just kind of what their little blurb about it is before getting into anything that they have to say in the interview. In HR Bloodengutz Presents, a Halloween Fright-Tacular, fan favorite creature feature host Larry Kurtzberg, better known as HR Bloodengutz, returns in his all-new haunted house. After his descension into violent madness where he tortured his crew and when his show was canceled, as featured in HHN 21, HR Bloodengutz has escaped from prison to return to WKNB television station for a final Halloween special of gruesome proportions. So, if it wasn't already obvious from the name and some of the blurbs, this is fully Halloween. 100% based on Halloween. So, kind of up our alley, to say the least.
No, we hated HHN 31 over here. Let me tell you. This is just perfect. Perfect storm. Everything's perfect. They said Larry. They said his name, Duff.
They said Larry.
I know you thought of me the minute you read that. You're like, oh, Jess is gonna
know. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
sure.
I haven't shut up about this man's name in years. They called him by his
there's two of them, so it helps.
Well, yeah. Shut up. I'm just so excited that they're putting lore in an article. Like lore that we all care about.
A lot.
Yeah.
Which we're about to get into because the interview is with Ramon Peredoa. So he says, this is a sequel to an HHN classic and the return of a very beloved character for our fan base. We've played with the idea of creating more story within HR Bloodengutz' lore for a while, and this year the stars aligned and it finally felt like the right opportunity. It's been 15 years since that first haunted house in 2011, so we like the idea of 15 years later, Carrie's favorite creature feature host returns for another bout of fun. He has finally broken out of prison on Halloween Day. He's returned to the WKNB television studio to present a Halloween marathon of straight-to-TV Halloween films that were his favorites that he never got to showcase back when he was working 15 years prior. So in other words, the HHN horror host is curating his own holiday horror marathon for you, the guest. So what do you think about that base concept, now that we fully understand what we're about to see? I mean, first of all, it's a lot like it was in Holidays of Horror, but also a lot of people are saying very Slaughter Cinema-esque, which isn't wrong, just a different approach to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I reading this article, it made me go, oh, so they've seen how well Slaughter Cinema, has done with crazy ideas. Because, like, I obviously didn't see the original Bloodengutz house, but, like, same concept, a bunch of different themes in different rooms, like just like Slaughter Cinema. Mm-hmm. So it works, but that was holidays. This is one holiday, but they go on to, like, break it down even further, and it excites me even more because I feel like this is also like what Slaughter Cinema is, to use ideas that couldn't make houses. I feel like some of those, like, B movie ideas are going to be some of these movies as well.
For sure. And maybe some things we already know too, because stick with us. We get a lot more detail.
Yeah.
Hang in there. He goes on. In the events of that first haunted house, he ended up taking his producer hostage when he found out that his show and himself were getting the axe. He didn't take the news very well. He decided to hold his producer hostage to host the marathon that we saw the first go around. And things ended horribly and ultimately ended with his arrest. He's coming back 15 years later to have a little bit of Halloween fun this time, focusing specifically on the holiday of Halloween. One of the key details to note with HR Bloodengutz Presents a Halloween Night or a Halloween Fright-Tacular is that not only is it tracking the horror host story progression, it'll also feature the same actor portraying him. So before we get into that, that's a pretty big get right there.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
That's a huge deal. Because we know that there will be media integration already from Jordan's tweet. As we'll get into more detail, you'll hear more of that. But so having the Larry Kurtzberg basically return is huge.
Oh my god. I can't wait.
And Ramon reminds us that it has been over a decade since Larry snapped in his 2011 haunt, and time and a prison stay have altered the horror host as we last saw him, quoting, "He has a new look to him that is leaning into this imprisonment. I'll leave it at that. Since he's escaping straight from prison and returning to the derelict studio, he tries to piece together his former look as much as he can, but there's a little fun twist to how he looks this go-around. And he's older because we were able to work with the original actor who played Blood and Guts in 2011 to reprise his role. So we're getting an authentic, older version of the character in this new haunted house that is being played by the original actor, which again, our fans are going to love."
Yeah, we are.
Last thing about his appearance as well. What I'll say about that without giving too much away is that there are 7... Oh, no. Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry. His appearance is gone. But this is big. What I'll say about that without giving too much away is that there are 7 movies that we're presenting as scenes in the haunted house. 7 movies that are a part of the marathon. Some of those movies are callbacks to HHN past. That's kind of the biggest one there for me. So it's not just all brand new, like B horror, slaughter cinema-esque things. It sounds like some of these full scenes / films are going to be something we've seen from HHN previously.
Do you think I get a reference to my slide? Not an actual slide.
I would love it.
Just a reference.
I would love it.
That's like a perfect... an alien house? Right? Like, that's perfect. Come on.
Yeah.
Just begging here. Total chaos, please. Just anything. I'm just trying to think of all the Depths of Fear. Like, I'm trying to think of all, like, the goofy houses we've had.
Like, I've always said I didn't love Depths of Fear, but would love to see it get another shot and done well. Maybe this is kind of that mini shot.
Ooh, I could see that.
And Helix will definitely be in it because they know it pisses people off.
Oh, Helix. I hope you're doing well in storage right now, man. Oh, wow. 7 movies. Easter eggs to HHN past. Do you have any ideas or any guesses or wants?
Too many wants. I'm not even going to say guesses. Too many wants to name, to be honest. I don't like... There's so many directions they can go.
Yeah.
Like, they could almost treat this as... There was a rumor that... I don't even want to say a rumor. There was speculation that the rumor of Blood and Guts returning would kind of be the anniversary house. So it could lean into that way a bit. And this really could just be picking up some of the bigger houses of the past 5 years and then just general history of HHN. Or it could lean more into them specifically being more the, like, schlocky B-horror type.
That's a good point.
Well, so I guess we'll see. I think we'll probably get some of these revealed before the event actually starts. And I'm excited to see what we get. Because it will tell us a lot about exactly what direction this is going to go.
Hopefully...
Well, we do get a hint about one thing, but it's not something HHN passed. Although it could be. Anyways, I'm going to move on for now. You're going to get to see him in a video format in between each of those movies, and he's going to essentially usher you into the next movie. HR Blood and Guts will also introduce the house itself and its backstory in Q-line videos too, like the original haunt. Where HR Blood and Guts told the story of each of the movies that he was presenting, and then his own story, we're doing a Q-line video for our guests outside of this haunted house. where they're going to get to see HR Bloodengutz in this new role, telling this new story, and preparing us for the Halloween Fright-Tacular. Again, that is in collaboration with the original man himself. So there we go. There's some of Jordan's work right there. Not only video in-house, but also Q-Line video as well. So very much taking inspiration from the original.
Very exciting. I mean, I don't even know if I could tell you a time where I had a proper, besides Slaughter Cinema, but like a proper Q video beyond that. So that really excites me. Especially that, like, his original one is iconic. Everybody talks about it. So
it was pretty phenomenal, gotta say.
I can't wait to see the sequel. I hope it's as good as the. Never mind. It's gonna be great. It's Larry Kurtzberg, guys.
I have so much faith.
Failed Broadway star.
But wait, there's still quite a bit more. Ramon also says, once we knew that the holiday of Halloween and the world of horror cinema was our playground, we knew that there was a lot to tap into. There are so many different Halloween-based tropes that people know and love. We were really inspired by that, and we wanted to make sure that when you're being transported into the world of these movies, although they have the through line of Halloween, they're all completely unique from each other. That they all have a very distinct feel, and they present environments and characters that, again, are rooted in what you expect out of a classic Halloween texture, but are different from each other. We have some classic Halloween textures there. Another one is a Halloween party that is taking place inside a tiki bar that is overtaken by monsters of the night. So different things like that, where we have different aggressors in different environments, but they're all tied into the world of Halloween. And kind of what you expect out of that Halloween comfort food kind of feel when it comes to monsters, zombies, skeletons, ghosts, those kind of things. So each film, each scene is going to feel very unique, but all based in the world of Halloween, which is really fun. He also says, it is all centered around that holiday, Halloween, of course, and I think this house almost being representative of the holiday within our slate. We were really, really excited about it, so I wanted to make sure that it felt authentic and captured the magic of feeling Halloween in every way we could. So he really hammers down that they are going hard on the Halloween aesthetic, vibe, tropes, monsters, everything you expect from Halloween.
This is going to be so.
And also, there's a scene taking place in a tiki bar overtaken by monsters of the night.
Oh no, we're going to hate it.
Oh, it's going to be so bad.
God, I know what our favorite scene's going to be. And we are so predictable. I mean, I don't have a negative thing to say about any of this. Not that you want that, but.
No. Nope. Not at all. And before we really get into it, there is just kind of one more quote we will go over. Ramon says, the great thing about this house, of course, is that it's expanding upon a lore that we have established 15 years ago. But it also pays tribute to a couple of different things. It pays tribute to the idea of a classic Halloween haunted house. We call these houses Halloween comfort food, and we've done them throughout the course of our history, and this house checks off that vibe. And the end.
Wow.
So, holy shit, a lot of detail. I don't recall, I guess outside of Jack and Oddfellow, really getting this much info for an original ever. So is this going to be the entire week? Like, are we going to get like a Bloody Disgusting article with the show director going on for what seems like probably an hour-long interview every time?
No. Don't set your expectations up there. You will only be
disappointed. But that would be cool, though.
It would be, but I have a feeling that this is because, one, Blood and Guts is special. 2, Horror Nights. We all know this. And 2, it's an anniversary year. I think that this is just another way for them to be like, look, you should care about our original characters. Yeah, we have Stranger Things and we have Michael B. Jordan. But look at Jack. That's not a fair fight. You know what I mean? We also have this Larry guy. You should care about him. That's what this feels like, and I like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that they're doing it. It's really putting it out there for the general public, and it also gave us fans a lot to take in. Still more than 2 months outside of the event, which again for originals, We really do not get that. That is pretty rare.
Yeah. This is how you do an original announcement, let's be real. This is perfect.
Yes, yes. Everyone was already hyped just by it being Blood and Guts, and then this article dropped, and everyone's just literally fucking over the moon. So, um, anything out of that article excites you the most that like really has you salivating?
Ooh, well, when they said Larry Kurtzberg, but that's just a personal thing. I don't know what. I really love when they actually acknowledge like the person behind the icon.
Mhm.
Like, but that's the typical Jess answer. The other answer is the 7 different films and the like of HHN's past as well. But that's again the typical answer. I don't have anything exciting to say. Yeah, I'm excited about the lore and the iconic character coming back. Sorry, I'm boring.
Well, we can't really follow that up and be exciting, to be fair, because mine is really just kind of the media integration. Once again, continuing this tradition of uh, him getting the Q videos, but then also having him transition you through video inside the house between the scenes as well. So really kind of hitting all the notes there, and that has me super hype because I think one of the toughest thing about compilation houses is that transition and doing it this way. I mean, you already obviously have this TV host, and this is what he does. So you get to experience him fully transitioning you between each scene. Uh, so not only does it work great for the house, it just works great for his story. And everything is going to tie together perfectly. And I don't know how this isn't going to be top of my list, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Ramon has the top 3 right now on my hype list.
Yeah, I mean, not saying too much when the other announcement is Stranger Things.
I'm going off spec too, though. Like looking at
Oh,
it,
okay. All right. Gotcha.
that's reality. They would have to throw in actual Vanity Ball sequel to probably move anything out of my top 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, guess we'll see.
Well, I think that is basically all we have for this week. And it sounds like when you listen to us next week, we might have 3 more houses to go over for you. So that'll be exciting.
I love Originals
Um,
Week. I promise.
oh, man. A lot of work, but it's going to be so fun. So fun. All right, but we will wrap it up for this week. So go follow us on social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at HHN365, and also on YouTube at HHN24-7, TikTok at HHN365pod, our Discord, where we will be talking about this announcement and all the announcements moving forward and everything else to do with Halloween Horror Nights. That link will be in the description. Our merch shop at HHN365.com. And if you want to leave a voicemail that will play here on the show, maybe sometime again, that number is 407 906 4134. And that is all for this week, and we will see you in the streets.